So our conditional statements are statements of form if-then. These are also the statements that get used the most often for theorems, to talk back to things we saw back in chapter 1, where we have something of form if statement, then statement, which can also be read as all of the second statement are the first statement, or things that are not the second statement are also not the first statement. And that gets towards an idea of how we negate a conditional statement, but again, that's coming later. For now, though, we just want to get here the basic idea of these connections, where when we notate this in terms of P going to Q, we call P the antecedent, the thing that must happen first, and Q is the consequence of the antecedent. P makes Q happen, so we call P a necessary condition in order for Q to exist. This is the basic statement, as I said, of all theorems, so it's a very, very important one in general for math. And as we've gotten before, let's get another quick example for how this can be interpreted in terms of those new symbols. So what we have here are the statements P is you want to be my lover, and Q are you must get with my friends, where we want to use symbolic notation to express the conditional statements. If you want to be my lover, then you must get with my friends, and if you must not get with my friends, then you do not want to be my lover. So, for the first, in that case, again, hopefully you're getting the pattern here that I'm starting with the most direct application, that with those statements, with that conditional compound statement, we are just doing the direct version, if P, then Q. If you want to be my lover, then you must get with my friends, as the Spice Girls are wont to say. So, for that second case, we have something a bit more complex. We've reversed the order as well as reversed each statement. So for that, we do not want to get with the friends, not Q, and we do not want to be the lover, not P. Where this particular construction is a thing called a contrapositive, where you flip both the direction of the conditional as well as the truth value of each statement in the conditional. And we'll see later that in this case, it's a much clunkier wording. There are sometimes cases where the contrapositive is clearer, but if you think about it carefully, you should suspect that these two actually say the same thing, just in slightly different ways. And that's an idea that we'll come back to later when we're talking about these more complex negations of compound statements, but for now we still have one more connective to get to, and that's in some sense the biggest one, it's the most complete one, where we're going to be looking at if and only if statements.